So today I'm going to Ronita's house. It's the anniversary of the day that her husband was murdered. And since that date, she has not been back to the location where he was killed. And we're gonna go there today. So I just wanna be there to support my friend and just love her however I can. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So, we ready for this?
No. I can be honest and say I'm not. Her neither though. Like, I say I'm emotional, but she's extra emotional. And she's one of those like protecting angel type of people. So she bears people's pains, bears people's sorrow, bears people, yeah. So she's like,
I feel weird.
why?
Talking about me like that.
Oh, it's
Like you ain't in the room?
Yeah. Bare people's souls. That's deep. That's real deep.
It's true though, you know.
I'm emotional, but
yeah, so.
To have the support of my sister best friend and my newly found love friend, Devin and Chamia, it's kind of surreal. It's great. It's absolutely great. But it's kind of surreal because I've kind of spent pretty much my whole life until I discovered that Devin was my sister best friend alone. So it's kind of, it's a good thing to have that support because without it, you know, you'll shrivel up and die basically.
People keep telling me that I'm strong and all this stuff. I don't feel that though. But a quote that I read the first year that he passed, it said, "You never know how strong you are until strong is the only option."
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like, I think that's what it is. It's the only option I have, so I don't really.
And you have examples of that. Like I look at like our ancestors and everything, and you talk about murdered and taken and all that other kind of stuff, and then have to turn around with 18 babies and you know, and keep it moving. You know, so it's like we come from a history of women who have had to. It's like, you know, people think about strong as like, oh, I'm putting on my strength today and I'm walking in this. But it's just something that's in your DNA. Right. You know, you pushing forward. When he was murdered, the next day, the next minute, you kept pressing forward. Yeah, you survived it 4 years. You're still and persevering, you know. All the stuff that you have been through.
And then I told their teacher, Monday, I was like, you know, his death anniversary is Thursday or whatever. I was like, I don't know how they're going to act. They're older now, so they ask questions and they're aware of things and stuff.
Are they aware of what
I don't think they're
is?
aware to what today is.
But they have, like, inner sense.
So it feels really good to have their support on this day, the anniversary of my husband's death. I decided it was time for me to go visit the site where he was murdered. Mostly for my children. It's something that has been, it has put me in this weird, like really weird state of mind in life for the past few years. So I felt like it was something I needed to conquer, you know, face your fears type of thing, so I can become stronger to move on in life and open myself up to the possibility of a new relationship, a new person. I feel like children need a father and they don't have one. So I felt a responsibility to therapy my way through the situation, because I literally have not gone there. I don't drive close there. Like, I drive 5 minutes out of the way to go to Devin's house, even though she lives 2 minutes from there. So I felt a responsibility to my children to do this. I'm gonna just go down Seminary and then turn at the I ain't even seen that restaurant since.
What's the restaurant down
On the corner.
Cafe.
Not that one, the other one that me and Malik used to go to. husband, Ronita Wheatfall, was murdered September 2011, September 17th, in East Oakland, on the same parking lot that I met him, 57th and Foothill.
It was hard for me to go. It was hard for me to go to the scene with Ronita where her husband was murdered, in the sense that while I had never known him personally, seeing someone that you love and care about hurting, it definitely, I felt for her. I lost my husband too, but to divorce, and it's not the same thing at all. But I've gone through the grieving process of that, but just seeing her, because Ronita is so strong and she has the most bubbly personality, and she's either that or she's militant radical, but to see her just break down like that, it was a whole nother level of realness and vulnerability. And I think if anything, it made our friendship stronger. But it was definitely, it's hard to see. It's hard to see somebody that you care about hurting like that.
When he got killed, I walked right across that street. And we spent the whole day right here. What was it? I can't breathe. I don't even know. Van or whatever you want to call it. So for me going there on this day, it felt, death is a weird thing. I've never had to deal with death, even though I've lost people. I've never really lost anyone that was that close to me. So it felt, believe it or not, it felt like I was going to see him walking out the store. So it felt fake. It felt like, because like I said, the past 4 years I've just kind of been in this weird state as if he's going to call me one day and say, I'm Machiavelli, I faked this shit, like, I'm coming home. So it felt like I was forcing myself back into reality instead of allowing myself to live in a fantasy world where he's still at the grocery store. So it felt like he was going to come walking out the store. And it was kind of a silent pleasure that no one was there. Because that was the other thing. I was so, like, I was doomsdaying it. So I felt like I was going to go there, I was going to see him, I was going to see his friends, I was going to see his brothers, I was going to see, all these people that I have avoided because I don't want to face reality. So it felt like I was, felt like I was stepping back on earth. And that doesn't feel good. I wanted to stay in the clouds.
plead.
bastard he pleaded fucking not guilty. Like, he honestly think he's not going to jail for this shit. They got him on cameras from here and
We met him here too.
we met right here. 2 stalls over. I parked 2 stalls over and he walked up to the car. That's when I actually met him. Then the second time I met him, we was parked over there and he hopped in the car. Bought me a pack of cigarettes. Because the cigarettes I was smoking.
Capris. Them little skinny cigarettes.
According to him was some bullshit.
Because she thought they was cute. He was like, that ain't cute. Smoke this.
Right. And we was locked. I moved in with him a week later.
The same.
Even the car wash. Yeah, it looked different. The car wash was yellow. Nope, that was just somebody's house. Car wash was yellow. They redid the street. The street ain't really the same. So it looks, wasn't it a tree or something in front of the store? I mean, whatever that is. It was a tree right there on the corner. Yeah. It's crazy. 7 years. I was here every day for 7 years. It is weird coming over here and not seeing not a single wheatfall. Got to. Can't stay in the middle of this shit forever. Cannot stay in the middle of this shit forever. And it's like I said, his kids get to still see him. You know what I mean? His family can still see him. He wakes up, he's breathing all the time. My husband's gone. You know what I mean? So it's like, I thought I was going to be like, you know, I started crying when they read it. Okay, so the time has come, and finally, after 3.5 years, the trial is here for this slime that murdered my husband. And this was another, you know, surreal, unreal type of situation. One, oh shit, he really did get killed. Oh, I'm looking at this bastard that I've been seeing, you know, on America's Most Wanted and on, you know, the internet and his picture and blah, blah, blah. But then also, I have not seen my in-laws since the day that my husband was laying in the street dead. So my thoughts are, what is their reaction going to be to me? Because they're upset with me because they have not seen my children. But I only take my children around people that I feel like have the best interests of me and my children. We're not separate. It's the same thing. So now I have anxiety about seeing his family as well as sitting through a trial and the possibility of him not being found guilty and, you know, still being left on the street, especially when, you know, you have different people, because the streets talk and everything. They're like, you know, he's calling his girlfriend and, baby, I'll be home in 2 weeks and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, like I said, then I haven't seen my in-laws, so I just don't know if I'm going to get in a fight. I don't know if, you know, they're going to take the anger out on me as they did before. Like I had, you know, one of his nieces, she blatantly was like, you're the devil. If it wasn't for you, my uncle would be alive. And it's like, I'm not in the streets. You know what I mean? So it took me back to that time, to that day, to that moment when I was alone. And in that time when he got killed, me and his family weren't getting along. Me and my family weren't getting along. And then I had children. And I don't want to say this because, you know, cameras are forever. But I didn't want children. I didn't want a husband. I didn't want that life. I wanted to, you know, live and travel and be free forever. So it was a very hard thing to get up and go, which I contemplated not going. I really was not going to go. And to be honest, if it wasn't for Chamia and my father, Ron, I would not have gone.
Like I had to force myself to stop because I was like, no, I shouldn't feel that. I should be like, yes, you know what I mean, like victory. Because he got guilty on all 5 counts: first-degree murder, attempted murder, and 3 gun charges. So he's not ever getting out. But it's still just, I don't know. I've been getting out and crying all day. I'm still nauseous.
So we go through the trial, and it's 2 weeks long, and the outcome was he was found guilty of 5 counts, 5 felony counts, and he has 84 years to life, and he has to do every bit of the 84 years. And weirdly enough, it does not feel like justice, and I think it's because I wouldn't give a damn if it was back in the day and we burned people at the stake. Cannot bring my husband back. Cannot bring my children's father back. Cannot fix this feeling that I have in life right now. And it's like everything is confusing. So it didn't fix what I thought it would fix. I'm happy that it's one glitch in the system where somebody actually committed a crime, got convicted, sent to jail. Because, you know, to be honest, I know so many murderers on the street that just got away with it, you know. So it's like on that aspect, yes, but it didn't fix anything. But I'm deeply grateful for those that were there supporting me. My father and Chamia was, like I said, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been able to make it, because in the moments where I needed to smile, Chamia was right there. In the moments when I needed a hug, you know, Chamia was right there. My dad was right there. Like I said, facing all that I was facing, because it wasn't just that. It was my in-laws, and you know what I mean? And then amazingly enough, a few of them that were there, I felt their hearts genuinely have turned around. So it might... the starting process of healing that situation, because that is my children's family, and I don't want to be, you know, I don't want them to grow up and be like, my mama kept me from my family, which would, you know, turn them to run to them and not really pay attention to the truth behind a lot of things in the situation.
So I did attend the trial against the man who murdered Ronita's husband. Because that's what friends do, and quite frankly, I don't have many friends, so any friend of mine is family to me, and that's what family is for. I thought that it was outrageous to me. She was she was contemplating even going at all, and then when I said, well, who's going with you? And she's like, I'm going by myself, and I was like, bump that, no you're not, I'm gonna go with you. So I just didn't understand why something as serious as this, like why her family wouldn't be there, why she wasn't going with anyone. So anyway, I said I was going to go. Then when she explained to me the relationship with her husband's family and the complexity of it, I didn't know what was going to happen, honestly. I don't know these people, but I came prepared for whatever, you know. If I got to take some earrings off, you know, I ain't got time for no Vaseline, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But I really came with the spirit and praying that reconciliation would occur, that growth and healing would occur, and that they could rebuild their relationship.
Yesterday when I was talking to her, I said, I know how you feel a little bit, because I seen the guy who was really doing his last fix. I think it was like a year after he came to our little gathering that we had, and the only because when I seen him cry, he hugged me and he cried and he said, "I'm so sorry."
Some remorse.
Yeah.
No, this motherfucker had like nothing. He was just chilling. In fact, he got up smirking on the way out. Like, I'm good, bro. Yeah.
So the verdict was that the man who murdered Ronita's husband was found guilty on all of the charges and sentenced to basically what equates to life in prison. And honestly, I had mixed emotions about it. I was happy on behalf of Ronita and Waleed's family that they got some semblance of justice against the man who again murdered and took their loved one away. But I don't feel like anyone wins when any of our black men commit crimes and are taken away from our society and our community. This man, he did do a horrible thing and should of course be punished for that. But he is someone's son. He is someone's father too. And they're losing too. So honestly, I felt sad for everybody involved. I didn't feel that it was anything to be celebrated because everybody lost in that situation. So it was actually pretty sad to me.
And his family acted a fool. Some dude walked out. He a good dude. Like, pissed off man. And then his sister or cousin, whoever, she in the hallway beating up the walls. They was present. My sister-in-law was walking in. They threatening her like, come outside. We gonna beat your ass. Fuck your family. This motherfucker killed, and then tried to kill one of his best friends. And y'all sitting up here, man. Like, y'all honestly thought he was not going to jail?
And this has been how many years? 4.
I lost my daughter's father in 2013. And I can relate to Ronita's situation because we both lost someone who we felt was our soulmate. We both lost someone who we expected to, have children with and watch our children grow up and we grow old together. That is the expectation when you are with a man, and for someone to be taken away from you tragically. Her husband was murdered and mine was lost in a tragic way as well. Because of drugs, those are things that you just don't expect ever in your life, especially someone who's 33 years old. So I can relate to her pain and whatever anxiety that she has or whatever emotions, roller coaster that she may have. Though our situations were different, we have a lot of, common, attributes when it comes to our situations.
You hear what the streets is absolutely. They know he did it. So it's like there's no reason. Like how you said you saw him because you remorse. Ain't no remorse, ain't no apologies, ain't no nothing. So it's like it just don't. It's still, I can feel it right here, still in my mouth. So I don't know. This is, I guess it's another one of those. I just gotta get over. It's like when you got killed. Like a lot of people were asking me like, when are you gonna start dating again and blah blah blah. And for me it was like, it's not like we broke up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he just disappeared. So it's not so now it's like I thought this was gonna be the closure. It felt like this was the opening. So it's just
Elator was my high school sweetheart, my high school crush, and he was someone that I went through a lot with in my life, a lot of ups and downs, but at the end of the day I think that we recognized that we had a soul tie even before our daughter was born. We recognized that and we respected it, even though he went and he got married and I went on with my life. There came a time when we, when God, I felt, brought us back into each other's lives to bring, my daughter here. And I didn't see that until it actually happened and everything came to fruition and, I made a decision to become a mother. So he was, everything to me at that point in my life. I did everything to make my relationship work, even though, it wasn't a perfect situation. And when he passed away, I had a lot of turmoil inside of me because there were a lot of things that weren't you know, sorted out and, you know, whatever. But, you know, that I guess that's how God works. We'll never know what the purpose was in its entirety. But, you know, when I look at my daughter, you know, I know that there was a greater purpose for everything, you know, because I have a piece of him. But overall, he is, you know, he was a great man. You know, he was a great father. He was a great friend. And I'm grateful to have had him in my life.
And I don't know why people like force you into dating again. Like, I'm like, why do I have to date? Like, what is that gonna do for me?
Not as you sitting up there and all you doing is thinking about him.
Exactly.
And it's like, I'm not due to date, so I, you know what I mean? Like, I had a lot of mental stuff going on. It was just, I don't know. It makes me want to crawl back under a rock.
Yeah, I think that could be another process of grieving. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so, we're still, 4 years is not a long time.
Right.
You know, so maybe this is something else that you had to have happen in order to finish the grieving process.
Every day when I wake up, I have to kind of have like a Groundhog Day moment with myself. I open my eyes, I look over at my daughter, and I have to say to myself, okay, Cloir's not here. And I get up and go about my day. I have to do this every day because, you know, I am not over it. I'm not at all. There are days when I go to Oakland, you know, and I'm driving home and I get off on the exit that his apartment was on, just subconsciously, because I'm thinking I'm going to go home and I'm going to walk up the stairs and he's going to open the door and he'll be there. It's only been 3 years, so I guess there are days where I'm okay, you know, and I don't go and I don't think about him all day. I'm at work and I'm with Blythe and all of a sudden I go lay down and go to bed and I'm like, oh God, I didn't think about him today. And I feel bad about that, you know, and it makes me sad, you know, because I don't ever want him to think that I'm not thinking about him. But I remember my mother saying, just because you don't think about him doesn't mean that, you know, that don't feel bad about that. But overall, you know, I miss him every day. And, you know, I have my moments. And I think it'll be like that for the rest of my life.
Because I know for me, when I found him, I didn't want to remember him like that. So I had to go and see his body when they had the viewing, because I didn't want to remember him laying in the hallway the way I see him. I wanted to see him, you know, at peace. And so
Last time I saw my husband, he was standing outside in nothing but boxes, cracking jokes while I was driving off. Now, all I see is him getting killed. They showed it. That's all I see is him getting killed, him flying back and trying to brace himself, and then getting run over by a car. That's all I see.
Cloird passed away. He was doing cocaine, and the cocaine that he had, that was given to him was cut with methamphetamines. And, you know, I know nothing about what one does to the other, but because I guess from what was told to me, I've never seen the death certificate, so I don't know the real reason why. But what was told to me was when they did the toxicology, that the cocaine was cut with methamphetamines, and that he had a heart attack because of that. So that was what was told to me. I don't know if that is 100% true, because again, I don't have the death certificate, so I don't know.
These past 5-6 years of having kids, well, you know, you have kids, your sleeping pattern changes.
yeah, I guess.
But since he's gone, like, I barely sleep. And this past, like, two weeks, I don't even want to close my eyes.
All you see is the video.
I just keep seeing him get killed. Every time I close my eyes, I just keep seeing him get killed. And then I keep seeing that devil sitting in court. Like, not tripping, not caring.
twerking and shit. Like, this shit is not, nobody should ever have to go through this. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna stop. I don't want to go.
So I decided to get the girls together for some drinks and some wangs because quite honestly, shit, life is hard. And, you know, with the trial against the man that murdered Ronita's husband concluding, just all the emotions of life that we all go to, you can never have too many cocktails and too many chicken wings. So we all needed a break. So I said, hey, let's meet up and let's support one another. Let's support my girl because I know this has been a hard 2 weeks for her. So let's do that. You know, I'm going to do as much of the business stuff as I can. Yeah, only thing I need you to do is try to get through the fire. For people who don't know me, I can seem very hard and, you know, just very stern face and, you know, eyebrows always squinched up. But when you know me, I'm very silly. I'm a very silly, goofy person, especially with my sisterhood, my sister circle. And we talk about everything. I mean, life is real. And that's one thing I love about these ladies, that we keep it real all day, 24, whatever. But part of our realness is not only just talking about deep stuff, it's also being silly. Like, be yourself. Don't take yourself too serious. Laugh, joke, have fun. And that's what I love about my sister circle, is that we can talk about deep issues, both personal, global events, you know, what's happening in our community. But we also know how to turn up, you know, and enjoy a little cocktail here and there. So keep it cute. That's what we do.
Am I the supermodel of the group? I mean, it feels good to be a model. I'm not going to call myself a supermodel. It feels good to be, I know, I'm sorry. It feels good to be a model. You know, it feels good to do something that you've always wanted to do ever since you were a little girl and someone told you that you couldn't do. And you're like, haha, I did it. You know, it's like, it feels good to have that accomplishment. And I'm not the selfie queen. I just make sure that my selfies is on point. Because my selfies have been published. Just saying. So Canvas and Cabernet is a business that's owned by a very dear girlfriend of mine, Julie Herman, who is fantabulous. Love you, Julie. It's in Walnut Creek, and she's opening another location in Berkeley. Anyway, there's paint nights all over the country where people go to sip wine and paint an artist's portrait. And so that's essentially what we're going to do. I decided to get the girls together. Well, anyway, we like getting together. We like to drink, and why not paint and have some fun? So that's what we're going to do. Go Canvas and Cabernet. You should just create what you love. I love it. That sounds good. That sounds very nice. But you have sparkly makeup. Yeah, because I did nothing to it, so I had to do something that gave it some and your mascara. I'm like, bang. That's good, but you have eyelashes. Like, I don't like my mom. I have no lashes. So why don't you do lashes? Strips. Okay.
years, most of my life, I wore glasses and never wore contacts. I just have this thing about fingers and things approaching my eyes and I'll freak out. So I had LASIK in 2010. And I generally I don't wear makeup like that. I wear, at first it was just some eyeliner and some lip gloss. But I've graduated and I've done now I'll do some eyeshadow and some lipstick this year, lipstick. And so when the lady Joanne is a makeup artist, who you guys need to connect to, she gave me a tutorial and she would be trying to put lashes on me for these photo shoots and I'll be fighting her, but she's the first person I trusted to put lashes on me, because again it's the whole thing something's coming to get me, it's approaching my eye. So I can somewhat do lashes now myself. I mean, don't look up close because it might be a little bit up here, but my eyeliner is so thick you can't really tell, So, but just generally I don't. So I don't know.
Chamia is one of the biggest personalities that I've met in a long time. She has very many sides, and this chick snuck in my life, because I don't let people in my life. This chick snuck in my life, and she goofy as hell, but then she's serious. Then she real stern. You had to sometimes be like, hold up, what the hell, shit, the hell, my bad. Then she tell a joke and you laugh and you can you pick a side? Can you pick a lane? Because I don't know what the hell. I'm confused. But I love it.
You really do have a drink, relax, go send yourself out, then come do my makeup.
We should have a makeup day.
Like a pamper party?
Yeah, because I know a lot of weird little tricks that make stuff so much easier, and it'll look like you spent, forever. Or even right now.
Can we have just a slumber party? But even if people don't spend the night, then they get drunk and then they go home. But we come over in our pajamas and then make each other up and talk about guys and stuff like that. That'd be fun. That would be fun.
This day, we were going, I can't even pronounce it because I'm ghettoish, but makeup. I have been trying to convince her about makeup, and she's a very stern, set in her ways, don't want to do blah blah blah. So I'm we're doing all these things, you need to wear makeup, you're a beautiful girl, just it's supposed to enhance blah blah blah. Now she puts on makeup herself and she's it's good, right? I'm wait, where's the lashes? Where's the foundation? Where's the contouring? I'm what are you doing? Save her. So I'm in the car, I'm thinking, how can I get her? We should do a class. We should do a seminar. Let's learn some lessons.
But so here's the thing, because people like me who don't do makeup, I don't want to make those of y'all who do, have to do all the work. I'll cook. That's what I'll do. That'll be my labor of love. Everybody gonna do something.
One thing, right?
I'll cook.
But one thing you should know about me right now, any position I can teach and talk, I love to do that.
Okay. Well, I just want to lay there and receive.
No, you need to learn.
That's not my point. I ain't gonna be doing it. That's like somebody trying to show me how to do some hair.
No, you need. There's basic things that you just need to learn. That'll
More
make
than
it work.
basic.
Yeah.
You trying to sound like Ratchet right now?
No, but I wish your shadow was blended a little bit more.
I didn't do any blending.
I know. That's why I'm there's little things that
I think I'll do okay for.
If you had a blend, I mean, yeah, but you shouldn't have the
Should I
silver
take my-
all the way up at the top.
I thought you were supposed to do it under the brow.
You can do a natural color under the brow, but the shadow under the brows, very 70s.
Can I blend with my fingers?
No, you cannot blend with your fingers. Oh, we're gonna fight.
I am not a makeup person. I'm not. And my girls are. They're the glam squad. Even Michelle done tricked her ass out. Pimped her ride on her face. With some makeup. It surprised me. I'm like 1992 with my makeup. Give me some eyeliner and some lip gloss and I'm good. That's all I need. And so if I say I put on some makeup, that means I added some shadow. You know? So I'm riding in the car with Ronita and I'm like, did I do a good job? And she like, oh, bless your heart. You know, like that. You need to blend. And I'm like, what that mean? Rub it with your finger, right? She's like, no, not your finger. But I don't get it. All them special brushes, all that. No, Tom girl, leave me alone. Not never tomboy, Tom girl. My mind is so dirty. What? It's like a good thing and a horrible thing that I'm not having sex. It's a horrible thing because I need it badly. Chocolate, right. You know, but but it's a good thing because when I'm doing it, it's like crack for me. So it's a good thing that I'm not doing it because I can't do sporadic sex. It doesn't work for me. So when you were just saying that, my nasty mind was thinking about the wonderful feeling of when your partner comes and he's not wearing a condom. Who, me? Dirty mind? What? Yes. I mean, I can't be perfect or I will be Jesus, right? But yes, I do have a bit of a dirty mind. But I can back it up with dirty actions. I'm just saying. Hashtag. Oh, God. Yeah. One of my girlfriends texted me. So when you left, so my guy friend comes over. And so we went out to lunch. Had a couple drinks. And while we're at lunch, my girlfriend texted me. She was like, I am so horny. Oh my God. You know? So I'm sitting at the, you know, at lunch at the table and I just fall out. Like, he's like, what is this? Like, oh, thing. You know? I'm like, girl, tell me about it.
Morning sex is the greatest. It's nothing like, dirty mind, I'm there all day, every day. But when I sleep, that's when it's the dirtiest. I have all these fantasies and things going on. So to wake up to a hard dick, that is like amazing because it fulfills that nightly whatever that was I was going through. If that's flat.
Something about being older, like I was like, I can't find a good word for it, but I just did what I did. Let's say that. Because I'm a sexaholic, like I'm addicted to it. But now that I'm older, like I just want to have one person that I have great, amazing sex with, and then I can have that every day. You know, wake up in the morning, great sex. Smell it at night, morning wood. Oh my God. Morning wood sex. All day sex is the best sex, but morning wood is the best wood. I'll say it like that because I love penis. You know, the Greeks built statues to like goddesses and stuff where they should just build statues to the penis because that's what's the best thing. And in the morning, it's like, you know, especially like that Shaka Zulu penis, like, you know, so yeah, that morning penis is the best penis, but all day sex is the best sex. Word. That needs to be a table topic. God, I miss a hard body. Like laying next to me, just big shoulders and like just hairless and smooth.
Okay, so I do something that I love to call it Build-A-Bear. And I know a lot of people have a different definition for it, but the reason why I call it Build-A-Bear because bears have no brain or nothing. You literally are just building what you want. So in my Build-A-Bear, he has to be chocolate, muscles, broad shoulders. I like small waist, thick thighs, and no hair nowhere. I want to only have eyebrows. And when I say no hair nowhere, I mean like no hair on your balls, no hair on your head, no hair, no mustache, no beard, nothing. Eyebrows, no hair, chocolate, smooth, and hard. Yes.
Hairless? Really? None but eyebrows. That's my perfect dude. Really? Yeah, no hair. Anywhere? Anywhere, nowhere. Well, I I can hear you about the balls, but I like a little fuzzy, but you know, a little bit of a fuzzy bear. I don't like, you know, not if it's like, you know, my natural hair on the chest. Like, that's not hot. So, I don't know. I guess I'm a little Neapolitan when it comes to my type of man. I don't have a preference when it comes to shade or anything like that. I don't discriminate when it comes to ethnicity. I will say there's nothing like a brother, though. Keeping it real. I mean, in so many ways, there's nothing like a brother. Okay, I'm back. Had to have a moment. But for me, he has to have man shoulders. Not man shoulders, man shoulders. That's real big. I'm big on thighs, just thighs and shoulders. Oh, like, you gotta look like you can lift 16 bales of cotton, my big butt, all the kids, and pick up my grandmama and carry the groceries in the house at the same time. I need to believe that. I don't care what your height is. I'm not super tall, so you don't have to be super tall, but you can't be short like me because you got to be at least yay high to ride this ride. That's all I'm saying. And I also don't want to be like curling up with Shaq. Hey, Shaq. You know, love Shaq. But, you know, I'm not trying to be making love to your belly button. That's not hot. So, you know, I'm flexible.
My friend that I kidnapped when he was 18, he's like that football player, like, and he's chocolate. He's like the most gorgeous man I've ever seen in my life. And he has no hair except for eyebrows.
I get it. And I know a lot of men who shave and like it gets itchy and I don't want no Tyler. It smelled me like I just got off the ranch and sweaty. Feel your arms and you got like I don't mind like having a little fuzz on the arms. I mean, not Sasquatch, but yeah. I've never dated a guy with locks. I think it's very attractive. And
I think it looks good for like if I was doing some artsy fartsy picture like my brother. He's a very handsome guy. His locks are beautiful. Yeah.
Ronita's brother. Mufasa. You know, that's all I got to say about that. Ooh, that brother in them dreads, Lord Jesus. But her daddy, though. Her daddy looked like Stedman, like them. He's a show enough brother, like, handsome and show enough brother. Yeah, her family got it going on. But they family, though, so I can't do that. That's kind of nasty. But, yeah.
But I went on a date. I don't want to hug somebody and feel hair.
I get that.
Yeah.
My whole thing is well groomed. I have to have a man who's well groomed. I don't necessarily have a preference of hair or no hair. I really don't care. There's other physical attributes that are more important to me, but well groomed. By well, I mean more like immaculately groomed. Yeah. He has to. If he has a beard, I want to. It's like Taylor, like you know,
Right.
Not just you woke up in the morning with your Norelco and just did some shit.
No, I get that too. It's part of the reason why I like the whole bald situation because it's nicely clean all the time.
So if a guy is no hairless, it's your hairless cat, and but he has razor bumps.
Oh hell no! I'm not doing fungus on faces.
Okay, I was gonna say I can't.
No, I'm not doing fungus on faces. And people say razor bumps, but it's a fungus. Go get that shit taken care of. Go get a pill.
I don't know about a fungus, but I just feel like it's a lack of care because you don't know what works and doesn't work for your body, and you're not that.
It's a fungus. I'm telling you what it is. It's a fungus. I went to cosmetologist.
Okay.
It's a nasty ass fungus, and they call it razor bumps so men don't do nothing about it. If they call it a fungus, more men wouldn't have it because they would go get it treated. At all. Because to me, you don't take care of yourself. And that would, like, if
But that's why I said that's why I prefer men that wax. You don't get all that.
See,
stuff
I don't know how I feel about men who wax or men who get pedicures and shit like.
See, okay, so for me, waxing and pedicures are two different things.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like if he waxes his eyebrows to keep him.
No, I didn't say nothing about waxing nobody arching eyebrows. No.
I didn't say arch.
That's what it is.
Ronita and all her Ronita-isms cracked me the hell up. I was talking about waxing and she didn't jump from waxing to arching eyebrows. Did nobody say waxing was arching no damn eyebrows? I just meant if he have a unibrow, you know, can he clean that up a little bit? She's like, no, that's arched eyebrows. I'm dying. I'm on the floor. I'm dead.
There's nothing else you can
But
do
what
with
if like a
eyebrow.
dude generally has a unibrow and he goes and he gets
You
this
better
wax?
live in your unibrow. I'd rather see a unibrow than arching your eye. To me, that's art. I don't give a damn what you're doing. That's art. I don't do men who arch and beautify.
Okay.
Now, you waxing to get rid of hair. Okay.
But he can't get rid of this
on
patch in front of his
everybody.
damn face.
That's no. Don't touch.
So
my
could he
eyebrows.
wax his this?
Yeah.
His beard.
His beard.
But he can't wax his unibrow.
No, because when you wax the unibrow, now you're going into a realm where you have to make it line up right. It has to be. You can't just slap some out there and then snatch it off and got uneven eyebrows. Whereas a beard, you're just trying to take the whole beard off. There's a difference. You ain't beautifying and trying to line up. Arching the unibrow. That's no. And then like my dad has a mustache. I still kiss my dad on the lips. I know that's like hella weird to do.
It's not. My family does that.
Okay.
My dad's family does
So it's like kissing a man with a mustache. And like I be feeling like I'm kissing my daddy. I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah. Your dad is handsome. He reminds me of Stan.
My dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's a good looking guy. Very, very smart and wise.
Show enough brother.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I was like, he's a show enough brother. They don't make him like that no more. Get it?
Right. Yes, I have my whole build-a-bear. Like if I could build a bear, my perfect man, he would be.
You know how I am about the whole Build-A-Bear thing.
I'm Build-A-Bear.
I'm done with that.
I'm not saying I'm looking for him.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying
If
I
you
could.
yeah.
If I could build my bear,
Yeah.
he would be no taller than 6 feet. I would prefer if he was like 5'9", but no taller than 6 feet. Chocolate, like head to toe even, not
Like Wesley
dark.
Snipes chocolate or like.
Wesley
More-
Snipes is like dark chocolate. I'm talking about milk chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Milk chocolate.
Okay. Morris Chestnut.
Yeah. He'd be like no hair nowhere except for eyebrows. I'm not joking. No hair nowhere.
What about
eyebrows.
knuckle fur?
No. No hair nowhere
Okay.
except for eyebrows.
Okay.
He would be football player build.
Well, football players can be slender. It depends what position in football, like lineman, or is he a receiver?
Like a corner. So like
Yeah, so corners and
broad
receivers are
shoulder-
kind of similar, but corners are a little bit more muscular than
Right.
receivers. Okay.
So like a corner.
Mhm.
So like broad shoulders or defense. Like, but not like the one no stomach. I can't do stomachs, but it don't have to be 6-pack, but just no stomach. Broad shoulders.
You don't have to lift in order to.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to see the penis in my face at all times. Chest, like it has to be like a man chest. Can't be inverted, like it needs to be popped, but it has to be built enough that he can make them do that. So that, you know, so definition in his arms, definitely. I like a man with the triangle back, so he has the wings right here.
Triangle back. Cobra?
Bodybuilders.
I call it
Yeah.
Cobra.
Yeah.
Okay. You know how a Cobra and they open their head. Okay. Triangle. I call it Cobra. Got it.
Strong, muscular back, and that big thighs.
Thighs are everything.
Yes.
Thighs and shoulders are my thing.
Thighs.
Yes.
And then nice calves, so I can tell that you can see the definition in their calves. Big lips, like room cooler, not soup cooler, I mean cooler room.
Yes. little bit stockier, and I like the you know, big rancher. They can, you know, he can be 6 feet 6'2", 240 pounds, big shoulders, big thighs. I don't want a hard body. I don't want a bodybuilder. I don't lay up next to no rock, excuse me. But I don't want no soft man. You know, I don't want so I want a balance in between that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be solid as a rock, but I want you to be you know,
Not soft as a pillow. Yes. You know, that's always my selling.
So I am a Canvas and Cabernet. I wouldn't say I'm a pro, but I'm a regular. I love going. I go all the time with my sister cousin Misha, and I really enjoy it. So I enjoyed it even more so with her and with the girls.
All right, who's ready to paint? Woo! There you go.
I am not a professional painter. I am not a professional artist. I cannot draw in a straight line. I can't do anything in a straight line. I never have been able to, so I'm absolutely not a pro.
Big brush. We're starting out with the big brush. Gosh, I have such an energetic group tonight. Okay, big brush. Dip that big brush in your water, please. Get it nice and a little damp. And we're going to start out by mixing. We're going to create a gradient from the top using magenta and purple. We're going to start off at the top of our canvas with the magenta and the purple. And we're going to use plenty of water while doing so. And as we make our way down, we're going to go about
wait, which one is magenta?
pink. It's the pink one.
Or this is the first time in a smaller setting where it's just us girls. They've all come over for like game night, but then there's so many people there. So this is the first time we all get together with a smaller group, and everyone can really get to know each other's personality and have time to really talk. So it was good for me to kind of sit back and see how they would interact and get to know one another. I love them all. And it was fun. We're kind of a crazy bunch, especially when the drink starts flowing. So I love it.
No rush. You guys are just do your thing. Purple to red to orange to yellow, and then bring in some white at the bottom.
I absolutely had all the fun. I have all the fun wherever I go. Hashtag.
Just start turning up the music, and you guys go crazy. I'll come around. If you have any questions, please ask us.
Well, you kind of like I'm still on purple.
Whenever you go to Canvas and Cabernet, Julie and her team have a set playlist that they play all the time, and it's an eclectic mix of popular music from the 80s to today. They have some of everything from Journey to Beyonce, some Rolling Stones to Pitbull. They have some of everything, and I love it. You know, I turn up to everything. You don't take nothing but a beat. I'm like, you know, I love it.
I absolutely enjoyed the playlist because I am a child of the 80s and the 90s, so I enjoy that type of music. Those types of songs are like the soundtracks of our lives.
I didn't always
I had a great time. You know, Chamia is a puppet master at heart, so I know that she does certain things to get certain reactions out of certain members of our circle. So, yeah, I had a good time.
So I've never been to this Canvas and Cabernet thing. I thought it was a pretty interesting idea to paint and drink and drink and drink. But I've never been before.
So I will come over when I'm done with mine and help you guys out.
ask her for you.
Being that this was my first time and I feel like I try to be open to so many things, I enjoyed myself up until the headache came from all the white people music. I couldn't take it no more. I was ready to go.
Done Canvas and Cabernet. That's a lie. I haven't done Canvas and Cabernet before. That's an absolute lie. Yeah, I've done it through a work event before, but this is my first time doing it with Black people. It was fun. It was very interesting. It's like I'm not a very artistic person, I don't feel, but it was interesting. I always like that kind of social event, so I'm good at that kind of thing.
You're out? Are you kidding me? She's been great. But during that, this was before the process started. They kind of need to start it. And so you should maybe do this. Yeah, you do this. Which I never did. I want to do this. Anyone know like a soft box yet? It's like a kill. Go back and do the kill.
I listen to a variety of music. I listen to salsa. I listen to alternative rock. I listen to all kinds of music. I rather enjoyed the playlist. And I think I enjoyed it more because Ronita didn't enjoy it. I think I just got a kick out of that. So I sang a little louder. But, oh God, I love seeing her reaction because I know she doesn't like white people. She doesn't like gay people. She doesn't like people, period. But, so I was enjoying the music even more.
Y'all can keep him. I'll take Derek Luke. He's too skinny.
Oh, yeah.
I take Derek Luke.
Tyrese is supposed to be coming on the show, too.
All he wants is white women in real life. Like,
no, he doesn't. No, that's not true.
have you seen him in real life?
I've seen him in real life. I've seen his wife of 13 years.
You know, that was my first time actually hanging out with all of the women outside of game night in a social setting, and it was very interesting. It's a lot of fun. You get to see, you know, their personalities, and you kind of get to just see how they interact with other people. So it was pretty interesting. I had a good time.
That is that one
Really?
straight up.
That show of all shows.
Right, but you know why?
What about Blackish?
I
can't get into
I can't get into that.
I couldn't get into it.
I love Blackish.
Scandal?
I've never seen Scandal.
The blackest one, you gonna take it from the bottom?
Empire?
I'm not gonna take it from the bottom.
You like Empire?
I don't like Empire
Let me go get her a
anymore.
glass.
And here's my disclaimer: it's too gay.
Too gay? Ronita. I really love Ronita. Because I haven't ran into somebody like her in a long, long time. But in Ronita's world, Kermit the Frog is gay. Miss Piggy's a tranny. Everybody is gay or a thug. Do I agree with her that black men could be portrayed in a more positive light, you know, in the media? Absolutely. But, you know, sometimes I'm just like, man, it's like, and then I try to get a word in edgewise, and she's so gayed out. It's like, you can't convince her otherwise. So, you know, when I'm around Ronita, it's like, I got to take it with a grain of salt. I know she doesn't mean any harm with it. She's very passionate about her opinion. I don't always agree with her opinion, but, you know, I got to respect her for her passion, so.
White blood and it's traceable back to
Wait a second.
And that's the thing too.
I thought there was some Latina there.
No.
It's
And see,
the
and
bangs.
I think
You looking like All right. Break is over, y'all.
you want to
Go in. But this, can we toast to this? Can we toast to this? Hold on.
What are we toasting to?
We have successfully drank open containers in the city of Walnut Creek and didn't get harassed. Hello.
There you go.
Cheers.
Hello.
We're loud.
Baby step.
Team get all the money.
Okay with us.
Team get all the money.
Hashtag team get all the money.
Get all the money.
Get all the money.
She's like, I ain't toasting on Walnut Creek.
I'm trying to get my coins.
Coinage.